Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's Sunday, so I'm here with another video for you guys, and today I'm going to be showing you how I did this nude and a white ombre. I'm really excited to show you how I did it, so if you would like to see it and learn something new, then please keep watching. Okay, you guys, so this is going to be another episode of what she wanted versus what she got, and this is what we're going to be recreating today. You could pause it if you wanted to take a closer look. It's basically just a nude to white ombre with a bunch of rhinestones on every nail and different type of designs. So I'm going to be going in with Cozy Cashmere. This is one of my favorite colors ever. Favorite nude base, and it's a really good one. So you do want to start off with 1 to 2 coats of base coat, and I do always go in there, and sometimes I wipe the base coat off, but I saw someone say in my comments that you actually don't need to do that because it makes it stick better. I'm not sure if that's true, but if you know about that, feel free to leave your opinion down below or what you think is the correct way. I don't know if you're supposed to wipe the sticky layer of the base coat or not, but I usually just do. I don't know why. So I'm going to be using 1 coat of this, and I've done so many different ombres on here, you guys, but I've never actually done a nude to white because I had mentioned in another video that the nude to white could be tricky sometimes, especially with certain types of designs. So I'm going to be using these cosmetic sponge wedges. I get these from a bunch of different places. You can find them at stores like Daiso. Sometimes I get them at Ross, Marshalls, different places like that. I'm going to be using this white gel polish from McCart. This actually comes in a duo with a white and black gel polish, and I love both in that duo. So yeah, this white is really good. And like I said, I was using Cozy Cashmere. It's my nude. That's a perfect nude for ombre if you're barely trying to like get into ombres and stuff. Cozy Cashmere by Igel is a really good one. I've said this before, but I just don't always recommend their stuff that much just because, or not their stuff, their customer service, I guess, and their shipping, just because it takes a super long time, but their stuff is really good, like their products themselves. So I'm taking my whites, and I did grab some of that Gelixir white as well, just because I had some left, and I kind of just wanted to use it up. So I'm using white, and then I'm also using that same nude, and I'm gonna blend them a little bit on the sponge first, and I'm gonna be going in with a kind of a lot of gel, and I'm gonna be sponging that on there. So I just go in layer by layer, and I do cure for about 30 seconds in between each layer. I had said this before that you don't need to cure for the whole 60 seconds unless you're using like a really thick or like really pigmented color like black or something. Just because the layers are so thin, you don't really need all that curing time because it's going to take up way more of your time. Ombre sets like this already take me around 1 to 2 hours to make, most of the time leaning towards 2 hours. So I would recommend you charge more for this if you're going to be using this for customers or something, because your time is worth you know, like the extra price, especially if you're going to be going through the extra mile to create an ombre like this. People always ask me if my ombres are done with acrylic, so this is just showing you guys I don't use acrylic at all, and you can just do a whole bunch of different combinations. I'm also going to be taking some of this nude called Ruffle Trim by Igel Beauty as well. This one is just a little bit more darker than the Cozy Cashmere one. They're both really nice, and I would say that the Ruffle Trim also has a little tiny bit more of a pinkish undertone. But at the end, if you wanted to add more of like a light pink to the ombre, you could as well to make a pinkier type of nude. In the video in the beginning, it looks a little bit more pink just because of my lighting. I kind of dimmed the light a little bit to get a good video of the stones sparkling and stuff like that. So yeah, that's why it kind of looks a little more pink as well. It just depends on your lighting, but like I said, you could also add some pink at the end just to make it look a little different. I was trying to get it as close to the nude color in the video or in the picture that the customer wanted as I could. Yeah, so I had mentioned before that you could kind of just go through layers and layers, and you're gonna think like in the beginning that it's probably not working, or you're gonna be like frustrated, because this is a very tedious process, you guys. Getting an ombre to look really nice is very time consuming, and you have to have a lot of patience. When I first started, I really thought that I wasn't going to be able to do an ombre ever, and to this day, honestly, sometimes I do turn down ombre custom sets because sometimes people will send me pictures of acrylic sets, like a clearish nude to like a milky white ombre or something, and that's just not doable with press-ons. I mean, it could be, I guess. I just don't see how you could possibly get it the same way if you're not using acrylic. So to this day, I still turn down you know, some type of things that people want me to do on nails. So if you have to do that, don't feel bad, don't feel pressured, because it's better for you to let the person choose a different design if they really still wanted a set from you, rather than you you know, try and then you realize that you can't do it or something. That's happened to me before as well. So I'm also going to be taking this other nude as well. This is more of a pinkier one. This gives it that pinkier undertone as well. I'm kind of going through a few different ones, but I really wanted to go in with this one. It's called NB, I think it's NB21 by Nails Blinks Supplies, or I didn't see really what color it was there. I'm gonna write it right here. But yeah, so I am going in with a little bit of that color because I wanted the pink to be, or the nude to be, a little bit more pink, and I just felt like it was looking too tan, if you know what I mean. So yeah, as you can see, this is creating a really nice nude color. I always do this where I just kind of go in with a whole bunch of colors to get the exact color that I need. And that's why if you like follow me on Instagram or something, you see that all my nudes look almost different every time. And that's because depending on the picture that they send me, I always try to replicate it as best as I could down to the exact nude color that was used, even if I don't have like that same one. And honestly, 99% of the time people send me pictures of acrylic nails or like an acrylic full set, and then that's why I just try to get the best color I can with gel polish. So if you guys are new here, What She Wanted versus What She Got is a series that I do where I show you guys like a picture that someone wants me to recreate, and it's an acrylic full set, and I recreate it as press-ons so that you guys can see how to do it, and kind of just showing you guys that you don't need polygel or acrylic to create a really nice set that looks like you got it done, you know, with acrylic. So I really love this series, and I just do a few episodes here and there. Like I kind of do like one every few videos just so that you guys can kind of get some new ideas, new inspo, or if you guys want to learn some new tricks, you guys can learn from these videos as well, because they're very, very informative. I feel like I give a lot of tips on these videos. So yeah, you guys, this is kind of just a going back and forth type of process. You just go in with the white and then back in with the nude, and you can kind of mix the regular nude with like a pinkier nude. Like I mentioned, I literally don't have any specific like super strict way to do this. I honestly just go back and forth until I'm happy with it. But as you guys can see, the blending is already looking really, really nice. What I tend to do is I blend the nude further into the white rather than blending the white into the nude downwards, if you know what I mean. I blend the nude upwards instead of blending the white down, because I don't want there to be so much white that you can barely see the nude. I kind of like there to be a good balance of both, and I feel like that's how you get the best blend, when you kind of blend both of the colors in the middle so that you don't have a harsh line. And like I said, you guys, this is just a really just kind of tough thing where you kind of just got to go back and forth, and you'll get the results, I promise. I literally do multiple layers. I do up to like 9 or 10 layers sometimes of color just to get the desired look. So don't be too hard on yourself. It is definitely a learning process, but I highly suggest you practice and get little sponges like these. I've said before in a past video that I think the Dollar Tree or Dollar Store has some sponges like this. I have used some from Dollar Tree before, and they're not the same, you guys. They leave like little pieces of like the sponge all over the nail. If you've used those, you know what I'm talking about. They kind of like shed or something, like not like shedding like fur, like they shed, like the foam part sheds. It's really weird. So I don't recommend using those. Use some that come in a big pack, like these bagged ones that I showed you, and you'll probably get a really good effect with that. And also another tip is that you could use actually a makeup sponge, so like a little tiny like beauty blender kind of thing, like the ones you could find at like Ross and stuff. You can definitely use something like that. That would work really good as well. Try not to use the ones that are like colored. Like don't use like a red one, because some of the color might bleed. I'm not sure, but just, you know, that's something to be aware of. And yeah, you guys, at this point I went through multiple layers, probably more than like 8 layers at this point, just because it's a white to nude ombre. These ones require more effort just because you want the white to be very like pigmented but not sheer in certain parts. It's kind of hard. I've said it before that using like different colors like a red or like a dark pink is very easy to ombre with, and using colors like this, like a white, is really, really hard. So, you know, like I said, this is worth more because it's taking so much more product and so much more time. And I do like this method of doing ombre better. I have an airbrush as well. I've done a video on it before, and it's actually really easy to use. But the only thing for me is just, I don't know why, I've just never used it, not even once on a set of nails. I only used it for that video, and I just feel like it's kind of a hassle to have to clean it out all the time. and it's just me literally thinking that this is like a better alternative. I think it's because I've done this so much that I just feel like this is just way faster and easier, even though this set did take me like an hour and 40 minutes to make because of how long the ombre takes to do. And you guys, honestly, it's crazy because a lot of people don't understand, like, if you say like, oh, the ombre like costs a little bit more because it's a little harder, people think that they see like a nude to white and they're like, oh, but that's so easy, it's like only 2 colors, you know, like you're not even hand painting anything. But you guys get to see like the actual behind the scenes of what it takes and all the products that it takes to, you know, do all these sets that I do. So if you guys do the same thing, I highly applaud you guys. People think that doing nails is easy, but it's honestly not. So yeah. And here my ombre is all done. This is what I wanted it to look like. It looks really, really cute, exactly like the picture, nice and pigmented. And the picture was like a bright white and like a nude like this. So I really liked that. And I'm just going to be taking a whole bunch of rhinestones, you guys. I get these from Amazon. I got some from AliExpress before, like these little small circle ones. So I'll link a bunch of my favorite rhinestones down below in the description box. You guys can kind of just like click on each one and just see what you guys like the most. I'm going to be going in with this Beetles rhinestone gel. And you guys, honestly, I filmed this video a while ago. Like, I posted this set a while ago on my Instagram. And I'm just now posting the video. But I don't recommend this rhinestone gel. I recommend you use, like, Nailsslayed glue if you want your rhinestones to stay very well. I had some problems with this glue and I'm really upset. So, yeah, I just don't recommend it. Maybe go to Nailsslayed's glue. And I've recently been wanting to try the Nail Supply Glamour glue so bad. I really, really, really want it. But I just haven't had a chance to get it. So yeah, I'm just doing that. And then I'm taking this color called Reception by Igel Beauty. And I'm going to be doing this on, I think, the ring finger where we're going to apply our pixie crystals. And I'm also taking this reflective glitter by Born Pretty as well. So I'm going to be just doing this color on the whole nail. This acts as like a background glitter in case some pixies were to fall off or you have some problems with it. And now that I realize I had some problems with that glue, I'm actually glad I did this because it makes it less noticeable if some pixies were to come off or something. So it's just a good thing to have just in case, especially if you actually do apply your crystals correctly and the person's just like kind of rough with your nails or something with their nails. So yeah, I'm doing this and kind of just going back in with both colors, kind of just mixing them a little bit into each other just because I want there to be a really nice sparkly background for these crystals that we're about to apply. So now here on the pointer finger, I did go ahead and just buff it a little bit, and I am applying some of the gel again. I kind of just buffed it because I wanted the gel to really stick on there well, so I buffed it with a nail buffer. And I'm just doing enough gel so that I can stick on these bigger rhinestones. I do like to clean off any excess that's on there. And I'm really bad, you guys. I do it with my fingers because I just can't wear gloves. Like, I can't handle it. I don't know why, but most of the time recently I've been trying to clean off any excess gel with a little brush or something instead of using my fingers because I don't want to get contact dermatitis. So yeah, I'm going to be using these little flame shaped crystals. I got these from Tulip Nail Supply. Their website is different than their name. I always say Tulip Nail Supply, but if you hear me say that, it just means that their website is actually tuliprealdeal.com. I think that's what their website is, something like that. So I'll just write that name in the description down below so you guys can check them out as well. They have really nice sparkly rhinestones, but also Amazon has these too, you guys. So I'm going to link the Amazon ones as well. So I'm just going into this nail kind of using a little bit of like a swivelly shape or like a swirly shape, kind of just going in something that like I honestly love this design. It's really cute, but this is what was on the photo, so I'm trying to kind of replicate it a little bit as best as I can. And I'm just using a bunch of different sized rhinestones. Honestly, you guys, the key to good rhinestone placement is using a whole bunch of different sizes. If you don't have a good variety of sized rhinestones, I highly recommend you pick up some SS10, SS12, and SS8, and then SS5. So you need some really tiny ones and all of the middle sizes, and then just one that's a little bit bigger. So the SS12 would be like the biggest you would probably use. And that's like kind of pushing it. Like I use like SS12 only on nails that are super long and have a lot of space. And I like using my SS8 and SS5s for nails that are shorter or smaller. So smaller nail beds and stuff like that. Just because you don't want it to overpower too much. You just want it to add a nice, you know, add something nice to the nail. So I'm doing the same thing on the other hand as well. Okay, you guys, so I just added some rhinestones to the middle finger and around the cuticle area, and then I'm adding some to the middle finger and the pinky as well. I think if I remember correctly, the middle finger wasn't really showing that much, so I did just go in and freestyle that one kind of. Just kind of see like trying to see what I could do that looked cute with the set. So I kind of just went in and just did like whatever. And yeah, I know a lot of people don't really like rhinestones. I personally do. I just like, I don't know. I like glitter. I like rhinestones. I like everything like that. And you guys, I literally want to do like a little video just making a whole bunch of really cute Euphoria inspired nail sets because I feel like that'd be really fun. Not specifically like copying or like doing the same exact thing, the exact same nails as they wore on the show, but kind of something inspired by them. So like really unique, very like glittery and with like rhinestones and just really cute pops of color and stuff like that, like neons and turquoise and like teals and stuff. So I kind of want to do something like that. If you guys would be interested, let me know because I'm so down to do that for you guys. And I've been really into the show, so let me know if you guys are the same way. And I just love this design that I did on this middle finger. So after this, what I do is I top coat all around my rhinestones once I have them cured in the lamp. And I like curing around, or I like putting my gel around the rhinestones because it kind of creates like a barrier so that they stay on a little bit better. And you could also do a glue bath as well. That's where you take like a brush on nail glue and you do like kind of like a glue bath around the stones so that they're also like really, really nice and kind of like vacuum sealed on there. But you don't put the glue on top of the stones, you just kind of go around, if you know what I mean. So now what I'm doing is I'm just going ahead and I'm going to apply my pixie crystals. I like doing this at the very end once I already top coated around my stones, and I'm just taking these pixies and I'm going all over the nail. I did get these from Amazon, so I'll link these for you guys, but I just kind of dump them all over, and this just creates a really nice, beautiful effect on the nail. I love pixies, but the only thing I hate is that they get caught on everything because they're like sticking up out of the nail. So yeah, that's the only thing I kind of hate, but they're just so pretty to look at. They're very, very sparkly and really beautiful, especially in like low lighting. If you guys go out at night or something, these will definitely be sparkling literally all night, and they will literally like catch the light and stuff, which will make them look like literally glitter. So it's so pretty, and yeah, I really like them. So I'm gonna be kind of patting them into place with my little wax pen, and I just go in there and pat them all over just so that they're all just like nudged into the glue. And then I'm going to put them in the lamp to cure for over a minute just because I really want them to get in there with the crevices and stuff like that. And if I see any missing parts like this, I noticed that there was some missing, I just go in there and kind of put rhinestones or like the little pixies all over just so that, you know, they're in there. And I actually like applying the little bits of rhinestones in there too, just because I don't know, you guys, I'm extra, so I'm doing that right now. And then I'm going to put them into the lamp afterwards. So once all the nails are done, I go in with my nail file and I just use a 100/100 jumbo square nail file, and I love these because they just, I don't know, I'm just used to using these because I used to use these on my clients. So I just go in and I file the tops of the nails. I love getting that really nice crisp shape. If you wanted to apply like some top coat on the tips afterwards when you're done filing it, you could do that as well. So I'm just doing that, and then I'm gonna be applying them into their little box. I use these boxes from Amazon. These are some pink ones. I love Amazon because I can buy them in bulk, so I buy them by 100 like boxes, and then I also just go in with my foam tape, and it's double-sided foam tape, and this is what I used to stick the nails on there, and I just grab them and stick them on, and then afterwards clean them off with alcohol. I like getting rid of all the fingerprints and like any type of stuff that's on the nails before I take my pictures, and make sure that everything's looking really nice and clean. So that's what I'm doing here. This also helps you make your rhinestones super shiny. A lot of people will always ask me like, oh my gosh, where do you get those rhinestones? Or like, those rhinestones are so sparkly and everything like that. And yes, you guys, they are very sparkly, but cleaning your rhinestones before you take your pictures makes the biggest difference in your Instagram feed and everything like that. I see a lot of people whose nails look like foggy, or like, yeah, their nails look like foggy. They have, you know, like fingerprints on them, or their rhinestones will be with glue all over them, or fingerprints on the rhinestones. And as you can see here, there's no fingerprints or glue residue or anything in sight because I made sure to clean them very, very well. So I highly recommend you guys do that. It's just a tip for your pictures and videos for your Instagram or feed or whatever type of social media you use. So yeah, you guys, this is the final result. I'm sorry I talked so much, but I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I loved filming this for you guys, and let me know what you guys would like to see next. I would love to film some stuff for you, and let me know if you like that idea that I mentioned earlier. And yeah, you guys, I love you. Don't forget to subscribe, like my video if you learned something new, and let me know what you think down below. Bye, and have a great day.